こんにちは。密着警察へようこそ。2022年12月31日早朝、インディアナ州インディアポリス、24歳のアンソニー・マクリン氏が祖母の家の車道に停めた車の中で寝ていただけなのに、警察 IMPD の通報を受けた警官たちは、彼が膝上に拳銃を持っていると見て早速撃つことを検討していました。祖母のヴィッキードライバーさんは、外に怪しい車があると勘違いしていただけで、孫だと知っていれば通報なんてしなかったと言います。それなのに警官らは、起きた時に銃を取る動きがあれば撃つとすでに発砲前提で備えていた。本当にこんな対応が許されていいのでしょうか。もし眠っていただけの市民をいきなり撃とうとするなんて危険すぎると思われる方は、いいねを押して意思表示をお願いします。警官のこの姿勢、皆さんはどう感じますか？
Method 911, where is the location of your emergency?
36 North Oxford. I don't know if it's a true. There's a car backed up in my driveway, and it feels like it's still running. And I turned off my.
Okay. What color is the vehicle?
Black. It looks black.
What's the make and model, do you know?
I can't make it out.
Is it a car, truck, SUV?
Huh?
Is it a car, truck, SUV?
It's a car.
Four-door car?
It looks like it.
Okay. And it's backed up in your driveway, idling?
Yes, it looks like it's on. And I clicked the porch light off and on, and nobody came out. And I don't want to go out to see who's out there. I don't know. I don't know if it's one of my kids. I don't know. Nobody is getting out.
Okay, stay on line. Don't hang up.
Okay.
IMPD の警官たちが到着し、家主に連絡を取りました。彼女は再びこう言いました。彼女はその車を見覚えがないと。IMPD の警官たちが車に近づいた時、彼らは眠っている男を見つけました。彼の膝の上にはハンドガンがありました。
He's got a gun right on his lap. He's got a gun right on his lap. Yeah.
334.
See it right there?
Yes. Order play, April and John, George 76. Go back inside. Okay.
警官たちはドアを開けて拳銃を取り出そうとしましたが、ドアには鍵がかかっていました。
Do you want me to go try to open this door and grab it? It's locked.
It's hard. Is it locked? Yeah, it's locked. If you try the back door, try it lightly though.
Still wants to start.
ライリー巡査が車のナンバーを紹介しました。車はフロリダ登録の車でした。彼は911通報者でもある家主に尋ねました。フロリダに親戚がいるかどうかと。彼女はいないと答えました。
Don't know who it is.
Do any of your grandkids live in Florida? Yeah.
約3分後、警官たちは助手席側の窓を叩きました。運転手が目を覚ますと、彼は動き始め、警官たちは発砲しました。3人の IMPD 警官が公用銃を発砲しました。警官の指示に従い、男性は車から降りました。彼は拘束され、IMPD 警官たちはその後、救急隊が到着するまで医療措置を行いました。
Can you see if the driver's light on there?
334.
No, I think they all are.
Go ahead. is negative active EAN holding to a
Press this button since the call on.
Kia 4-door, red in color.
Let's go ahead and wake him up. I'm going to stand right here. Chandler, if he falls on that gun or does anything,
Yeah.
yell.
Yeah.
I mean, I.
Police department!
Police! 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 Put your hand.
I'm clear, please action.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Get out the car with your hands up! Get out of the car! Get on the ground! 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 Get on the ground!
Get on the ground, baby.
Okay,
Okay, that's my
Holy crap! Couple.
That's my grandson. He's okay.
And shit. Control shots fired. Start as a medic.
He fell asleep.
I'm clear, you guys secure?
Yes.
Clear, there's
Heads up, bud. You're alright.
Where you hit, man?
Guys, hold on. You guys got to get me up.
Right. You're Hey, get my medic kit.
Hey, you guys got to get
Driver's seat on the back.
I'm so
Hey, Grandma,
sorry,
is it okay,
baby.
Grandma?
Why
It's
come
okay.
you come in the
Fucking
house?
shit.
because I didn't want to wake you guys up.
Oh.
You guys got to get me out of these guns, guys.
Just be careful. We gonna see where you need it. It's okay, man.
Oh.
Guys, here, let me up.
Guys, you got to get me out of the guns, sir. You got to get me out of the guns.
Man. I got it. Did you get my kit?
No, you
got a
guys,
test
you got to help me, guys. Why'd you guys use?
Wrap it around. Wrap it around. Can you reach it? No. Here, I got.
Okay, Grandma.
Can I use quick clap? Hey. I got quick clap.
実際に警官たちは車を取り囲み窓をノックし両手を上げろと叫びながらマクリン氏を起こすと突然3人が7秒ほどで合計30発もの弾丸を車へ発射。マクリン氏は肩や腕肋骨付近に被弾して重傷を負います。祖母は銃声を聞いて駆けつけ孫だとは知らずに通報してしまったと泣き崩れマクリン氏自身もなんで撃たれたのか死ぬかもしれないと声を上げます。どう考えても短時間でこれだけ撃ち込むのはやりすぎではありませんか。30発近く撃ち込むって驚きですよね。完全に過剰武力行使だと思われる方はぜひコメントでその思いを言葉にしてください。別の見方をされる方も含め皆さんの意見をお聞きしたいです。
Hey, Riley, quick clap.
Guys, you gotta help me, guys.
Stay calm. Okay.
Oh my God.
You guys really like fucking it.
It's okay. You just pack it. Just pack it and the stuff on it.
Lord,
Yeah,
help me.
and it's stuff to make it stop bleeding.
1, 2, 3. I don't know if I'm fucking dying or not, man.
No, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay.
How many times am I hit? Lord, please, Lord.
Do you know if he's hitting
How am
you
I
else?
dying, Lord?
In the arm, he's been hitting the arm.
You need a tourniquet? Here. Tourniquet, here. Riley, tourniquet.
You're right, buddy. You're right.
You need to get him out the car.
Just sit still.
I love you, dog.
Just lean forward. Lean forward. He's gonna be okay. How we gonna put a tourniquet on his arm?
We're just trying to figure out over and stuff.
All officers are okay. It's for the suspect, right?
All right, cuff is off. Cuff is off. You can get the tourniquet on.
Yo, there we go. Yeah.
We got quick close. Stay calm. Let me check your legs.
Somebody on scene.
Yeah, send the medics in now.
Sir, I'm trying to clarify.
Yeah.
I'm trying to clarify whether officers are
I
hit
was
or
gonna
not.
call you. I said I was gonna call you, but I didn't want to wake you up.
I'm clear. No
I got
officers
quick
are
cloud on him. We got a tourniquet on him. So far, 2 spots where he got hit.
You guys are shooting though.
But we'll talk about it later.
男性が車から降りた際、家主はそれが自分の孫だと気づきました。孫は車の中で寝ていたのは祖母を起こしたくなかったからだと話し、家主はそれがレンタカー、フロアプレート付きだったため孫の車だと気づかなかったのです。チャンドラー巡査とライリー巡査が応急処置をしている間、グレゴリー巡査は車の周りを回り、運転席で銃器を発見しました。9ミリのグロック拳銃が押収されました。インディアナポリス救急医療隊は安定した状態のまま男性をメソジスト病院へ搬送しました。男性は逮捕されていません。武器を発砲した3人の警官はいずれもボディカメラを作動しており、映像を残していました。しかしカメラには男性が起きて腕を動かした後の銃の位置が明確には映っていませんでした。捜査官たちは追加の映像を求めて周辺を調べましたが何も発見できませんでした。本件は IPD の重大事案対応チームにより捜査が進められています。別途かつ独立した調査が IPD 内部監察部門により行われ、部局規定への準拠を確認します。マリオン郡検事局は捜査の過程を通じて相談を受けています。この件は民間多数で構成される武力行使審査委員会による審査の対象となります。これは刑事手続き終了後に行われます。
We do want to note that the grandmother had called police to the scene because there was a suspicious car in the driveway.
According to IMPD, there was a gun on Macklin's lap while he was asleep in the car. And when he woke up, police say he was moving around in the car, moving his arm. IMPD said it's not clear if the gun was in his hand. Macklin says he did have a gun on his lap, but he never grabbed it.
Officers indicted by a grand jury, Officer Carl Chandler and Alexander Gregory, are facing multiple charges for the shooting of 24-year-old Anthony Macklin, who'd been asleep in his car outside his grandmother's house last December.
Both of those officers are now facing multiple felony charges for the shooting that happened on New Year's Eve. It was caught on body camera video, and it shows officers firing dozens of rounds toward 24-year-old Anthony Macklin. The charges against Officer Chandler and Officer Gregory include aggravated battery, battery with a deadly weapon, and battery resulting in serious bodily injury. Chandler and Gregory found Macklin sleeping inside of a rental car. They responded after his grandmother called for officers to come check out the vehicle because she did not recognize it. Well, during the attempt to wake up Macklin, the officers saw that he was sleeping with a gun on his lap. Police say Macklin never fired the weapon, but body camera video shows the officers firing dozens of shots into the car. There was no clear view of the position of the gun after Macklin woke up and moved his arm. After being shot, he said he slept in the car because he didn't want to wake up his grandmother. He survived that shooting after having 6 surgeries and being hospitalized for 17 days.
We know police officers can use force when most of us in the community cannot, but that force has to be reasonable under the circumstances. And so when we're going to have these conversations about reasonableness, we think it makes sense to present this to the grand jury, which is comprised of members of our community.
Macklin's attorney shared a statement with us calling the shooting senseless. It reads in part, Anthony's only offense was being a young black man in a high crime neighborhood. This shoot first can ask questions later approach to policing is illegal and it cannot be tolerated, which is why the family is grateful for the criminal process and that it will proceed against officers Gregory and Chandler. A statement from the officer's attorney says these officers acted in accordance with their training to defend their lives when a subject grabbed a gun and raised it toward them. Officers Chandler and Gregory look forward to a full and fair opportunity to defend themselves in court and establish that they acted legally and appropriately. Both officers are now on paid leave. They are expected in court.
Well, Scott, Prosecutor Ryan Mears says these officers, IMPD officers Carl Chandler and Alexander Gregory, indicted on multiple felony counts, including battery with a deadly weapon and criminal recklessness. Now, Chief Randall Taylor was informed of the charges earlier today. He released a statement less than 2 hours ago saying the officers should be considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Chose officers shooting Anthony Macklin as he sat again in his car in his grandmother's driveway. He was sleeping. His grandmother called 911 asking police to come check it out. Officers say Macklin had a gun in his lap. When Macklin woke up and started to move, officers started shooting. In the video, IMPD claims Macklin reached toward the passenger seat before they started shooting. Prosecutor Ryan Mears says the shooting has not only impacted Macklin physically, but mentally and emotionally.
The question becomes, is that force reasonable? And so for us, we want to make sure we're in a position to gather as much information as possible, make sure we have all the medical records, we have all of our witnesses lined up, so they're in a position to be able to offer an opinion as to what took place and is this sort of conduct reasonable or not under the circumstances.
Chief Taylor did place both Officer Chandler and Officer Gregory on administrative leave following those indictments. Taylor says he will review the internal affairs investigation with his executive staff. Now, we do want to let you know, minutes ago, we got a statement from the attorneys representing both officers. They say in their statement that they are disappointed in the prosecutor's decision to file criminal indictments against both officers. And of course, this is only probable cause. They should be considered innocent until proven guilty. And that's something that their attorneys say there is evidence. This body camera video as well as testimonials that will prove that their clients acted in accordance with their training. They say they were defending their lives. They say that Macklin apparently grabbed the gun and raised it toward them. So this is something that will all play out in a courtroom.
One word they used in a statement released to us this afternoon was grateful about these indictments. Hearing from Anthony Macklin, Macklin's family, and attorneys. I also briefly spoke this afternoon with Macklin's grandmother, Vicki Driver, who had just learned about the indictments. She was emotional, had some family over, and said she was going to process the news that she had just learned together with family over the weekend. But she did use the word that she was happy with the news she got today. But this is what Anthony Macklin looked like in February, about a month after that shooting. At that point, he was hit 3 times sitting in his car. Macklin did have a gun, but the family said he never had it in his hand, pointed it at officers, or even reached for it. They say they're grateful the criminal process will begin against officers Gregory and Chandler, who the family says officers fired the majority of more than 30 rounds that were fired at Macklin's car. In a part of the statement, they say Anthony's only offense was being a young black man in a high-crime neighborhood. This shoot first and ask questions later approach to policing is illegal and cannot be tolerated. The family is also asking for IMPD Chief of Police Randall Taylor to suspend the officers without pay and recommend their termination to the merit board, saying has the ability to do both for up to 6 months while that criminal process, even if it is still playing out.
2 Metro police officers tonight are pleading not guilty to charges after shooting a man who was sleeping in his grandmother's driveway. A grand jury handed down indictments for 2 of the officers involved. Tonight at 6, we're hearing from both sides as this legal battle grows.
Anthony Macklin stood surrounded by family, friends, and his attorney inside Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church, addressing IMPD officers who shot him as he slept in his car in his grandmother's driveway on New Year's Eve.
You guys do not know what I have been through, what you guys put me through that day. And you guys did something that just wasn't right.
3 officers, Chief Randall Taylor and the city of Indianapolis, now facing a civil rights lawsuit. The family is also calling for the officers to be suspended without pay following indictments.
A Marion County grand jury handed down 7 felony accounts against two of the officers who fired 30 shots into a car where Anthony was sleeping, not committing any crime, not threatening anybody, not doing anything that deserved a barrage of bullets that day.
Macklin continues to recover 9 months later and has incurred nearly $1 million in medical bills.
When he shifts back and forth, it's a good possibility that the bullets that are still in him can move.
Through the pain, Macklin says one thing kept him going.
Again, I just want to show just how much God has done for me, because I just would not be here if this was not for him.
Attorneys who say both of those officers acted within the law.
IMPD officers Chandler and Gregory charged with 7 felonies for unlawfully shooting Anthony Macklin in December. Macklin's attorney spoke alongside him and his family Monday.
We applaud the prosecutor for doing his job, doing an end around IMPD's attempt to brush these cases under the rug when it comes to criminal accountability.
The decision to indict the officers came from a grand jury made up of Marion County citizens. Attorneys for the officers say a grand jury hearing isn't the same as a trial.
The defense attorney's not allowed to be in there and question people and cross-examine people and call witnesses on behalf of the officers. It's a one-sided prosecutor presentation.
Macklin's attorney claims the officer's supervisor, Lucas Riley, who was on scene that night and allegedly fired a shot at Macklin, paid for their $3,000 cash bail after Monday's hearing.
What sends a better message that we got your back, what you did is not wrong, than the supervisor who should have prevented that is the one that's paying their bond?
The officer's attorneys say that didn't happen.
It's not appreciated when people talk about facts that they have no idea of. The bail was paid by each individual officer.
The Macklins also filed a civil lawsuit in federal court on Monday. The family says the objective of that suit is to get compensation for Macklin's medical bills, his inability to work, and emotional damages.
We will be encouraging the city to vigorously defend this case because we believe the officers acted appropriately and that they should not be paying out any judgment or settlement on this case unless and until a jury determines that they were in the wrong. I don't think the evidence is going to bear that out.
IMPD 側はマクリン氏が銃を取る動きを見せたと正当化していますが、ボディカメラ映像を見る限り、明確に銃を握る動作は捉えられていないとの指摘もあります。事件後、関与した3名の警官のうち2名が大陪審により重罪、過重暴行などで起訴されましたが、同時に警察組織や市そのものを巻き込む連邦訴訟も進行。市民、宗教団体による抗議集会が繰り返され、こんな乱暴な銃撃がまかり通るなら誰だって被害に遭う可能性があるとの声が高まっています。皆さんは警官がちょっとした動きで撃っていいと判断する現状をどう思われますか？もしこれ以上こんな暴力を許してはいけないと強く感じる方がいれば、いいねをお願いします。声を上げることで同じような事件が繰り返されないよう社会にメッセージを送れるかもしれません。マクリン氏は奇跡的に一命を取り留めたものの、複数回の手術に加え体内にはまだ断片が残り、痛みやリハビリが続く苦しい日々。警官たちの刑事裁判やマクリン氏の連邦訴訟の結果次第で彼の医療費や精神的被害の賠償額が変わる一方、IMPD 内部も本当に寝ている市民に対していきなりあれほど撃ってよかったのかとの批判を免れません。世論の目は厳しく、短時間で30発近く発砲する警官に対してどう落とし前をつけるのか、インディアナポリス警察の改革や訓練の見直しが求められるでしょう。最後に皆さんはこの事件をどう受け止めますか？これは完全に警官の誤った判断だ、こんなの正当化できないと思う方はぜひいいねを押して意見を示してください。さらにご自身の考えや感想をコメントで自由にお書きいただけるとありがたいです。私たちのチャンネルでは今後も警官による過剰な武力行使の事例を追いかけ、その法的・社会的影響を考えていきます。チャンネル登録していただければ続報を見逃さずチェックできます。声を上げることがこうした事件を闇に葬らせず警察改革を進める大きな力になるはずです。ご視聴ありがとうございました。